Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and today we're going to be talking about ammo. Oh! This thing hold. Oh! Freaking Joker. Oh, you hit it. So ironically, while we talk about the massive increase in prices over the last couple of years, not just the recent, we're going to talk about that too. I'm going to be shooting what is now $17 a box ammo Ely match. It obviously is not the only ammo. That's significantly higher priced and really kind of what I want to talk about. And I realize this is a video, but understand I'm going to be talking to you guys like I would a buddy. So feel free to chime in down in the comments below. I'm not, the authority on everything rimfire. I'm a guy with a good camera who's got a lot of guns that likes to shoot. And I've been doing this for a little while, but doesn't mean that I'm always right. Doesn't mean that I have the best opinion or up-to-date facts. If you know something that I don't know, then please feel free to chime in down below. As a matter of fact, we're going to do a live stream about this. I'm going to do my best to edit this tonight. This is Saturday. Release this Sunday morning if the YouTube gods allow for it. And Sunday night we'll have a live stream and talk about it there too. But anyways, we're going to be shooting my Voodoo. This I recently got back. Pretty excited to have it. Got a suppressor on here that is a rugged Oculus. We're going to be shooting 100 yards at a KYL. I have no idea where it's going to hit, but we're just going to talk about ammo because, man, ammo prices have went absolutely crazy in the last couple of years, and notably, just recently, we've seen another hike in Lapua. So we're going to talk about kind of where we're at, what we're shooting. So when I said, even this was $17 or is $17 a box now. I used to shoot this for well under $15 a box. Ely team, I used to shoot for close to 10. It is now $15 a box. Less than one. We're just going to shoot the backer plate right above the biggest 2-inch. Okay, that was basically where I was aiming. We're going to aim right at that. Okay, we're low and left. Let's make a correction here. So this is a kind of a new scope for this. So we're going to come up. It's 2/10 to 1/10 right. Let's shoot right at that 2-inch. But yeah, ammo has come up a lot. And what I'm worried about is as a sport that this is going to price people out of the sport, right? So there are brands of ammo, I'm just going to say it, Lapua, Exact, and Midas. It's basically the same price as 223.77 OTM if you get a good deal on it, which is just crazy. I mean, we're talking Exact is over $30 a box. Midas Plus is mid-20s. Lapua super long range, 25 bucks a box. Ely Match, 17 bucks a box. Team is like 15, which is, crazy. Ely 10X is over $20 a box. So you're talking over $20 a box for a lot of different ammos. And I'm worried that's going to price people out of competing. People are going to stop showing up to matches. They're not going to be shooting as much. I think this is still shooting high. I'm going to aim a little low. And yeah, I think that it's not going to do us any favors as far as the sport is concerned. I'm going to aim dead up on the third target. Okay, yeah, took a little too much out of it. But yeah, it's going to get crazy. And what I'm worried about is we're going to see match attendance go way down. And, people stop shooting, basically. Because, and I'm talking specifically about PRS and NRL type shooting here. As the sport has gotten more popular, as you see more custom guns like this with high-end ammunition, the matches have had to have gotten harder. The level of competition and the equipment and the ammo goes up. They got to keep things competitive. You can't have 10 to 15 guys all getting perfect scores, so they have to make the targets harder or something harder. And what that inevitably does is keeps people from entering into the sport because we're creating a more and more distant barrier. You can no longer go with $12 box ammo and really compete with these guys who are shooting mid $20 box ammo because of targets and the distances. So yeah, it's something that I'm completely aware of. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. And you know, the latest increase, I'm not picking on Lapua, it was Lapua, but let's be honest, almost every bit of the manufacturers have increased every year, like a 10%, 5-10% increase in prices. And like I said, a couple years ago, you know, I was paying considerably less to shoot than I am right now. And I know that I'm not the only one experiencing that. So I just want to talk about it because, again, not a lot of people are saying a whole lot about this, and I think it's a really relevant thing. You know, I'm going to be probably looking at trying to shoot cheaper ammo, maybe even shoot different kind of matches. Of course, it's not just PRS and NRL. The Venturous guys have always been shooting the top tier ammo because it's that important. But, you know, if you're shooting exact, you're going to pay over $30 a box of 50. You can buy AAC 223 77 grain OTM centerfire stuff for 50 cents a round. So if you were buying a box of 50, it'd be $25. So think about that. Consider that a big portion of the high-end ammunition for 22 long rifle. This guy, this amount of brass, this amount of powder, this amount of lead is selling for the same price as a 77 grain open tip match projectile in a 223. It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy to think about it in that sense. All right, there's a little mark right there, center. We're gonna get a little feeler out here. Okay, I think we basically hit it. Wind's up a little bit. Okay, got ants on me. So yeah, it's gotten absolutely crazy, and I'm curious, are you guys going to lay off shooting as much? Are you looking into different matches? Has this kept you from getting into the sport? I'm really, really curious to know. Oh, that went off right due to wind. There we go. I can tell you, for me, I'm shooting a lot of ammo that I've already had for quite a while. Wind is really messing with us. Barely nicked it on the left edge. And I'm not doing a whole lot of shooting outside of that. I'm not gonna travel really far. It's just the cost has gotten kind of crazy. And realistically, you know, do I think it's gonna go down? I'm not sure. I can tell you the one ammo that I have seen that has probably stayed most consistently or hasn't increased as much as SK. So I also know that SK is very, very hard to get because it is on the cheaper end of the spectrum and it is good enough to go and compete with. I'm not going to say for every single match out there because I don't know every match director putting on every match and how tough the targets are. But for PRS and NRL, it seems like for a lot of places you get away with that. But it's just gotten crazy expensive, and you know, I hope we're not at the peak of what is going to be starting a downhill decline in people shooting because of the price of this ammo. I mean, the guns obviously are expensive. We're going to shoot a group. There's a little white speck over there on the left side. I'm going to shoot a 5-shot group. See what we're doing at 100. That was way off left from where I was aiming. But, you know, I just wanted to talk about it because I've been out training with the military for 3 weeks. I haven't been shooting, but I've been seeing all the price increases and seeing what's going on, and that thing's shooting pretty good. We're just literally like 2/10 left. Let's go for that 1/4 inch with that same hold. Barely wiggled it. Rocked it pretty good there. But yeah, I'm curious again, like I said, as your thoughts. Again, I've been gone for 3 weeks, so the videos you've been seeing were pre-recorded. We're back on the grind. I've got a bunch of new stuff coming. You know, we'll get more into this on the live. I just wanted to really put a feeler out there on this video and see what you guys, you know, were thinking about ammo, thinking about, you know, the price increase that we've had. And I'm hopeful that, you know, and it's not deterring people. You know, I'm hopeful for that because the sport has been growing like wildfire. So I'm optimistic that there's still enough people out there and people are finding different ammo and that kind of thing so that we're not going to see this make a big hit. Because to be fair, you know, the tariffs are what Lapua says they increased a match. I get that. I don't think that that's a BS thing. They've been eating it for the last year, but I soon to probably follow Ely. Like I said, these guys, all the major manufacturers are increasing price yearly anyway. So it's kind of going up all the time anyway. We're going to run, let's run the whole thing. Let's see what we can do. We're going to hit or miss, move on. We're not going to shoot at anything again. The wind's been pretty switchy. A couple of tenths anyway out there at 100. But yeah, and RWS, you know, if you guys have been shooting RWS, you already know the story. You just can't get it. Those guys have just been out of luck and favoring a hair right. And this is my old Voodoo. I think I already said that. I'm off plate right now. And this thing is so smooth. 360. Oh, there it was. And I know the Voodoo's, you know, as a company catching a lot of hate, but this is probably still one of my most favorite rifles. This 360 is just butter smooth. They weren't all like that. Let's go at that last quarter inch at 100 again. Oh, off left. I didn't give it enough respect. There we go. But yeah, more to come. If there's things that I'm not showing you guys that you want to know, I try and stay away from the stuff that everybody's beating to death. If there's something pertinent, something you guys want to see, I'm more than willing to do that. You got a lot of videos to look forward to. If you're into new gear and stuff, we got a lot of new actions to Rimfire coming. I got some new mags coming, all sorts of things. We're going to get back into some grassroots style testing too. So if there's something that you're kind of dying to see, let me know. Like I said, I don't want to redo what everybody else is doing. We try to always stay away from that in everything we do here. But again, big thanks to you guys for supporting me over the years. No idea what the future looks like, but I'm super appreciative for where the channel is now, for your viewership, for your guys' commitment to us. We've been able to do this because you guys watch the videos. I'm affiliate free. I don't sell stuff for anybody. I'm not making a dime off of you guys as far as trying to shove product down your throat. Luckily, we've never had to do that. We're never going to do that. I'll shut down the channel before we get to that point. But it's thanks to you guys, because you guys watch the videos. It drives up that viewership. You guys, a lot of people reach out to these companies when they release new stuff, asking, almost demanding them to send it in to let me review it before they buy it. And I tell you what, you know, that has done more for me than making a couple dollars shilling crap for an affiliate. So again, that is all thanks to you guys. I appreciate you. Catch you on the next one.